Good morning. You were live in the CNN newsroom. I'm Jim Acosta in Washington. Right now, we are following two major breaking news stories: regaining power and reigniting fears. In just hours, Congress will meet to certify President-elect Donald Trump's 2024 election win, 4 years to the day after a mob of his supporters stormed the Capitol, smashing windows and doors, brutally attacking police officers, and shocking the nation. Plus, a deadly winter blast slamming the East Coast. More than 55 million people are caught in its grip. Here in Washington, D.C., we could get more snow than in the last 2 years combined. Despite the weather, though, House Speaker Mike Johnson says the election results will be certified today no matter what. CNN chief congressional correspondent Manu Raju is up on Capitol Hill for us. Manu, today marks exactly 4 years since the insurrection on January 6th. Take us through what today looks like.
Yeah, it actually feels a lot different than what happened 4 years ago. Just walking through the Capitol 4 years ago, there really was not the amount of security that there is at this moment. Really all over the Capitol, security personnel, officers, law enforcement, as well as these big steel fences all surrounding the Capitol. A much different approach, even as we are not expecting any significant demonstrations outside the Capitol. And we'll see something happen much different on the House floor than we saw 4 years ago. And going back to what's been a routine event really through the history of the Republic up until January 6, 2021, when things changed. And one big reason why that this is going to be more of a routine event is that in the aftermath of the violence that occurred on January 6, 2021, Congress took steps to make it harder for Congress to overturn an election result. Back before then, the law allowed for one House member and one senator to vote to overturn any individual state's election results. They could, by having one member from each chamber, it actually could force a vote in both chambers of Congress to get rid of that state's certified electoral result. But in the aftermath of 2021, Congress required now 1/5 of both the House and the Senate. That is a threshold for the number of members that actually to agree to force a vote to overturn a state election result. That much higher threshold will make it much harder for anyone to try to get rid of any electoral result that was certified by individual states. And also Congress took steps to make sure that the vice president's role is ceremonial. Vice President Harris will be presiding over her own defeat here. She can't do what Donald Trump wanted Mike Pence to do 4 years ago, which was simply reject the electoral results, send it back to the states as Donald Trump suggested. Of course, Pence resisted that approach. Then Congress took steps saying that that can't happen. The vice president simply cannot do that. So all as a result, and Democrats are not expecting Jim to object in the House floor, which means this could go pretty quickly this afternoon when they meet. Then Donald Trump will be well on his way to the White House come January 20th, Jim.
Yeah, a peaceful transfer of power, unlike last time around. Manu Raju up on Capitol Hill, thank you very much. Let's discuss more now with Democratic Congresswoman